to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Ohio's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air, it's Navarro. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Mathis. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receivers
wasting no time taking a shot. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell.
What up, what up, what up?
And that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Let's see. Okay.
Pulls it and fires.
Just playing around on this college football this morning.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll keep it himself. And he was greeted.
Teams love doing them options in this game.
Barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job.
Give me that.
Intercepted.
Give me that.
Got some room to run.
6. 6.
And they
Nah.
capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return through this field position.
That's how you close a quarter right there.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Sayin.
All day.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
All day, baby.
Grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
I like bringing in blitzes.
Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Give me that.
Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down.
Yes, sir.
The defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team gets
That was dangerous.
Gets the return man on the ground.
Dang, I don't even know what I picked.
Drive will get started from the 37-yard line.
Guess we're going to roll with it.
Receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll go to the ground.
Good run, good run.
Move the sticks for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
All day, baby.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the
All
half.
day.
And he's into the end zone.
This game getting ugly.
Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top.
Good sack, good sack.
Dave got him at the 27. seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Navarro. He's going to throw deep.
Oh, he going deep. Give me that. Oh, my God. Dang. Good play, good play.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good.
Foul blocked it.
Call for the refs. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back.
Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left.
Oh, that was stupid.
Picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start.
Oh, man. Now we got it again.
Take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Bust through behind his pad. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Navarro. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decision.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the catch. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll try to run for it. And the Buckeyes once again fail to get a 3rd down stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, this one had all the suspense. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you've got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you've got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. If the play's going absolutely nowhere, you might go for it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Ball. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll run it. It's Donaldson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. So Washington's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! Wide open spaces!
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Here's a Heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one.
The ball pops out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man too. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Made a defender miss. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. One more snap coming before halftime. Williams will pass. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sayin. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes! All out of space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Got him downfield, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. So the final period starts with a second down play. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks, it's Tate. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes the catch. It's Evans.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Oh, he's got a chance. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back It's Sayin. Got the back over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. IndyCar tempo as they enter the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll open the second half with a run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you could have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw which can help them get that going.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after.
It's a seam wide open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Got his man in the middle. Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give on the inside. Nice move there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Turner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Lofts one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. The give. Tick, 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 tick. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous team.
He's loose. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Any speculation about Ryan Day's future, even after the loss to Michigan, was patently ridiculous. But now they've won the national championship, and he is safe in the toast of the town, at least until they play Michigan.
No doubt. And toast of the town till the next game. Obviously, high standards in Columbus. They won a national championship. Palmer, they got hot, absolutely scorching hot last year down the stretch at the right time.
And they have one of the most exciting players in all of college football, Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver. I can't wait to see what this guy does. Now only a true sophomore, he is built different, and he is going to ball.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotion.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out.
There he goes. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's all fire. Gets it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Going for the marker on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try to take advantage of how tired they are.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out. Intercepted deep in his own end. Smashes ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Finds his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down play from the gun. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Illini! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Never thought about taking a knee. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got it in the middle. It's Ball. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw it. Say it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Trying to set up the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Flips it out on the screen. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and 8. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Caught over the middle. It's Clement. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finding open areas. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Hardly